incredible. He had over 20,000 interactions on the tweet he put out yesterday. 20,000 interactions. Please write this down. 20,000 interactions for one tweet. So you already had over 20,000. Yeah, that's right. 20,000 interactions for what some people would have called a joking tweet, or a tweet that he was not expecting anything to come from. So it is most incredible that the tools we have that we think is a toy and we therefore use it to play is something that really our grandparents will give up an arm, literally give up one arm to be able to enjoy that for only one day. But we seem to have it seamlessly and have ignored it. And I'll show you part of the tweet later on, because it's fantastic that you can sit in the comfort of your home during the holiday and be able to hit those marks. Sit in the comfort of your home during the holidays and be able to get that number of eyeballs, or what they call crowd. I call it crowd, really. Yeah, thank you. Everybody's ready to go. So today's discussion has a reason, because some of us still see this thing that you call cell phone as a toy. Some of us don't know that it will change your bank account. This thing that they call a phone, because technically it's not a phone at all. Thank you. Those of you that are joining us by Instagram, please put in the city you're joining us from. Happy Thanksgiving. Those of you that don't believe in Thanksgiving, we'll discuss that at the end. Because it's something to reflect on. There's always some degree of success associated with giving thanks. So even if you think life has been very rough, or life has been unfair on you, it's good from time to time to stand back and then be grateful for the opportunity that has come your way, or the opportunity that some people wish they had. So thank you, Ranavesh and Schoolquo. Thank you. Please, those of you on Zoom, we need to know where you are joining us from. Thank you for those of you on Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces. The hashtag for today is social media genius AI. Because we're really looking at wealth creation via social media with AI. That's essentially what we're having, what is called a combination effect. We're having a combined tool, and nobody, no generation has ever had it so good. Not one generation since the beginning of time has ever had life so easy. And so some of us are therefore complacent. And those of you on YouTube, please, I need you to go to the comment section and type where you're joining us from. So I want to ask, how many of you on this call would like to turn their cell phone, this thing called cell phone, this thing that they sold us, they mis-sold us, by the way. They mis-sold this to us. This thing that they said is a cell phone. How many of us currently, that means last month, in the month of October, were able to generate income through the activities of either LinkedIn, Twitter, or the one they said we must call X now. We can no longer call it X. Instagram, Facebook, or even YouTube. Please, I need you to go there. How many of us were able to generate cash in hand using the power of this tool that this generation has been given? Please, let's go. Thank you. I want everybody to be on their keyboard, because this is very activity based, and the promise is the most interactive person walks away with some goodies. Let me say this slowly. The most interactive person walks away with some goodies. So one of them is this. If you're on Zoom, you probably see this. And if you're on Instagram, you can still see this. If you're on Facebook, you'll see this is a link I'm going to generate at the end and send it to you. Why? Because there are 400 summer staff required by the Majesty, His Majesty the King. Some of them will work in the staterooms at Buckingham Palace. Others will work in Windsor Castle. Others will work in the Palace of Holyrood House. So there are huge opportunities. If you are not keen on doing some summer job, you can pass this on to anybody, any youth you know, so that they can experience working with royalty. And you don't have to be London-based, by the way. And this is going to go to someone that is the most interactive today. We'll give you full details of this today. This is one of the things that we're going to give away. We don't have a choice. We have to give this away. Number two, we are going to tell you, for those of you that were able to get the Financial Times, how you can get tomorrow's paper today. How can you get tomorrow's paper today? You know, all the things that will be in tomorrow's paper, you're able to know. So the idea of buying physical newspaper is now going out of the window. We'll show you how you are able to do that today. So these are not promises, these are guarantees. These are guarantees for coming on this call. We'll show you, just by coming on this call alone, you have already achieved something great, something useful, something that transforms your bank account to something that is far more important than anybody will dare tell you, will anybody will care to tell you. Okay, so let's go. So that's the proposition. Let's see whether how can I share some slides for you to see now, and then we'll do a demo for you. We'll share some slides, and then we'll do a demo for you. Let's see how we can share some slides. And like I said before, you really don't need 5 million followers or 1 million followers. In today's social media, using the right strategy, by the way, I mustn't say this casually. You must use the right strategy. If you use the wrong strategy, then you need a lot of followership. But if you use the right strategy, you don't need any followership. You can go in and work with people that already have that level of followership. So you can follow the BBC and be able to interact with people on the BBC. And that was very, very manifest. That was manifest. And those of you that are on YouTube as well as on Zoom, you can see that I've started sharing my slides. So if you're on YouTube or Zoom, please can you type S in the chat box or in the comment section. X as is slide in the chat box or in the comment section. Thank you. So we have type S for slide in the comment section. And those of us on Instagram, I'm going to improvise. And if you're on Facebook, I'm going to improvise. But I need you to fix your eyes on essentially the truth that has been hidden from plain sight. But this week, there were people in London. Yes, it's true. There were some people in London. There were others in Los Angeles. There were some in Kumasi that followed what the Chancellor of the Exchequer, that's a nickname we call our finance minister in the UK, on Wednesday, the 26th. And something happened on social media. That's why the slide is saying social media, AI, and blockchain as combined tools for boosting your income. So if you take social media on its own, it's good. But if you turbocharge it with AI, back with blockchain, it's a brand new level. It's a different level. It means you can work in your local economy and also work in the global economy. Most people just are contented with the local economy. So that's when the economy is bad, oh, they say the economy is bad. Thanks, Godwin S for slide. Godwin just put that now on the in the chat box or Zoom. And thank you, Peter. Peter is on YouTube. Just put that in the comment section. Chris, thank you in the comment section of YouTube. So that's why we're here today. How can we use these tools? You are about 6,000 miles away from where I am. Somebody joining from Kumasi. Literally 6,000 miles away from where I have to take a flight and stay mid-air for 6 to 7 hours to be able to get to where you are. So if we're going to have this meeting, it was impossible with our grandparents. It was, just forget it. Even the big broadcasting stations could not have a multi-channel conversation as we're having now. And we're so blessed in this generation. But this blessing is almost turning into a curse. Because some individuals are abusing these tools or turning them into toys for sending viral videos that make you laugh and have fun. And others are using it to have funds, F-U-N-D, fund the money, instead of just F-U-N. Why? It's not because they are brighter. It's not because they are smarter. It's not even because they have more sophisticated tools. The only thing they have that those of us that are on this call and have never made one dime, it's just simple, very simple. It's knowledge, and that's what we're going to share. It's knowledge. And that's why we're going to make sure everyone on this call gets that information. So I've changed my slide. It's now a photograph of some of the earlier models of cell phones or mobile phones, depending on what side of the Atlantic you are in, demonstrating different generations, different makes, different models of cell phones and mobile phones with a flight radar on it. The flight radar says, I can track down any aeroplane anywhere in the world from my cell phone. Listen, I'm not the National Aviation Board, but downloading this, I can give this to everybody on this call. This is a free gift to you. Type in on your App Store, flight, as in to fly, radar 24, flight radar 24, and test. Now, whether you can tell me the plane's landing in the city that you are in. Go right now to flight radar 24. Just type in flight radar 24 and see what will happen to your phone. It transforms itself to one of the biggest navigational devices. So you can see the aeroplane that is landing in your city now, and the ones taking off, and the ones about to take off right now as I'm talking to you. Flight, please, I want you to type that in the chat box. If you're on Zoom, type flight, 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 the radar, flight radar. I need you to do that, please. I absolutely need you to do that. So I need you to honestly do that and see what happens right now. I don't want you to hear about it from somebody else. I want you to experience it, because once you experience it, nobody's going to contradict that ever with you. Nobody will argue that with you. Nobody will argue that with you. So I need all of you on this call to please go in right now. Thank you. Go in right now and type in flight radar on your cell phone. Flight radar 24. It gives you access to all the flights that are taking off and landing in your city. Yes, and all the other cities of the world. So this is one thing that they didn't tell you when they gave you that phone. That's why I said that phone was missold. Was missold because nobody told you about this thing called flight radar. And let me tell you how beautiful it is. So let me tell you how wonderful it is. And I'm going to share my screen with you with the flight radar that is able to pick up any aeroplane that takes off and lands anywhere on planet Earth. So you are not just monitoring flights entering your city, you can detect the flight path of anybody you dropped off at the airport and know when that person is going to arrive on the other side. So if anybody is at the airport, you can detect whether their flight has arrived or not without, and this is real time, by the way, this is real time. This is not what somebody said or what somebody believed or what somebody mentioned. You will be able to see what is happening in real time. So I want you to write the name of the city you are in. Please write the name of the city you are in now. I need you to write the name of the city you are in. If you're on this call, write the name of the city you are in. Yeah, this is an experiment. This is a live experiment on everybody on this call. I need you to write the name of your city, and you are now going to put in flight is spelled F for Freddy, L for Lima, I for India, G for goat, H for Harry, T for Tango, flight. Then Radar. Radar, as a flight radar. 24. You can use the web-based one. So you can go to Flight Radar. You can use the web-based one, or let me show you an easier one. You can use whatever your browser you're using. It doesn't matter. You can let me stop sharing the screen. I'll do a demo here for those of you that are on YouTube. You'll be able to see my demo. Those of you that joined by Zoom, you'll be able to see my demo. Those of you that are on Twitter Spaces, yes, Twitter Spaces, you will be able to see my demo. But if you're on Instagram, please go to www.flight, yeah, 24 live, 24, live. So you can see it now. I'll go back and share my browser. So you can do it with the browser. So this is much more than Google Maps. So you're able to see, just type in the name of your city you're in. This is why I was asking you earlier. Type in the name of the city you're joining us from. Say you're happy with they're gonna give you big conditions. Say you agree, don't disagree with them, and then close because they're giving you conditions in terms of security. I can see now all the flights. Those of you on YouTube, I know you can also see it. I can see all the flight right now taking off. Can you see the different flights taking off from Netherlands? I can see all the flights. Can you see the tiny yellow objects? I'm going to make this bigger. So you can see the different flights. Can you see when I move my mouse, it touches the aeroplane and tells us the flight number of the aeroplane. Look, it tells us the direction of the aeroplane. Can you see the movement? Ladies and gentlemen, this is live monitoring of aeroplanes from the comfort of your home with your device that is said was a cell phone. I'll put this link in the comment section because I need you to see this. Those of you that are on Zoom, I'm putting it here. If you're on Zoom, I'm sharing my link with you so that you can see it. Why am I doing this? Because you might be a pilot, or you might be involved in the travel industry, or you might be involved in the hospitality industry. You'll be able to, if you're expecting some passengers to arrive as part of your business, you will be able to tell if the flight was delayed, if the flight came early, whatever happened to that flight, you have it where? At the tip of your hand. Why? Because this thing that they told you was a cell phone is now also a detector of flights. Let me go off that. So it can pick up flights wherever it's coming from. In your city, not mine. Not mine. So if it's mine, you say that we have special device, special link. No, in your city, you can pick up any flight from any location for your city if you are involved in anything that to do with flight. I was privileged. A new flight of an airline was starting Heathrow. And I was invited to come and give the special uh, uh, um, opening speech with some members of the House of Commons, members of the House of Lords. And my opening remark was this, that what was special, what our parents could not even imagine, is now possible with the toy in our hands. And they didn't know I was going to perform this magic, the people that invited me to speak. I told everybody in that room to pick up their phone because the hotel had free Wi-Fi. I told them to connect to Wi-Fi of the hotel, and they used the Wi-Fi of the hotel to find out that airline where I was speaking, where their aircraft was mid-air. Everybody that has a cell phone, you're able to do that. Mid-air. And do you know that 95% of the tour operators there were still checking on their special, yeah, you guess it, computer system. They have not known that the world has changed. So if you're not leveraging your technology now, you're making yourself deliberately poorer because you're not even aware of what this thing in your hand can do. You're assuming that it's a telephone when really it's a wealth creating machine. Okay, let's go back to the slide. Let's go back to the slide and see what is happening next. So I hope everybody can pick that up, and then because this is the first demo online to a large group of people that are not sailors, they are not special navigators, but they are just here to explore the functionality of your cell phone and how you can change that to a funding machine. So the tools, I'm back to sharing my slide now. So if you're on YouTube, please, I would like you to confirm that you are seeing the slide I'm sharing by typing again SLIDE, slide. First time was S, but this is slide. I want to write it in full. If you're on, if you can see this slide and you are on Zoom, please type in S2. If you can see this slide on your Zoom, please type in S2. And those of you that are familiar with Fireflies, one of the best tools you can ever use if you are speaking at a meeting. You're speaking at a meeting, the tool you can use, I'll recommend. I've not recommended it. I use it all the time. So I look better than you, and my students use it all the time, and my students therefore look better than you or your students. Why? Because it enables and empowers all your meetings and conversations not only to be recorded, but also transcribed. This is one tool that humanity always look forward to, because when we went to school, each time we were in the class, we had to, some of us had to tell the teachers to stop because they were going too fast. If you ever attend any seminar, I mean, you took time off to attend a seminar or attend a meeting, you took time off to lead or coordinate a meeting, or even contribute to a meeting, or even just come and listen to the meeting, and you don't have Fireflies as part of your team that is attending the meeting, you lose on average 7 grand every single month, on average. USD, by the way, that's US dollars. You lose $7 US every month if you do not have a mate like fireflies. So you all need to understand that. If you don't understand that, you will do things the manual way. So you come to class and then you bring out the pen like this, you bring out the pen and you bring out the paper and they start writing when somebody is talking. That is dead and gone. I'm sorry to say that. If you're still using that, oh, I'm very good at writing, no, because the average human listening to this has been worked out mathematically, reads 200 words in 1 minute. How many of you can write 200 words in 1 minute? Please put up your hand. If you have done your speed reading and you know you can read, thank you, S2. Thank you, Fireflies. It's if you're on Zoom, you will have seen that Fireflies is now with us. I've just magnified it so that everybody can see. So I do what I teach and I teach what I do. So nothing is based on theory. Everything is based on what I've seen and what I've experienced. So if you are not today using social media tied up with AI to generate funds enough to equal your normal salary, you're doing something wrong. Let me say this slowly. If you get paid $1,000 a month, you should be able to get that your social media, the hashtag that we saw in the week that blew up the internet. It literally just blew up the internet. The statement made by the finance minister of the United Kingdom that talks about the spending allocation for the next 12 months was delivered on Wednesday. By Wednesday lunchtime, it was impossible to hear any other thing going on anywhere. Twitter, or what they now call X, just got lit up by hashtag budget. Facebook went gaga with hashtag budget 2025. YouTube was all budget 25, budget. That was all people were discussing. And it doesn't surprise you, therefore, look at this. This is the Financial Times of today, Financial Times of today. Look at what is there. Can you see? That is the lady that read the not news, the lady that gave the statement that presented the budget. Her name is Rachel Reeves. Her name was also trending. And then her colleague Murray, James Murray, who is the chief secretary to the Treasury, was also trending. We knew it. We discussed it in previous weeks. If this is your first week of joining us, I'm sorry. I need to find out what happened the previous week by contacting the person that invited you to come. If you're on Zoom, if you're on Instagram or you're on Twitter, just put the hashtag invitation. So I'll connect with you. Thank you, iOS. Please stay where you are joining us from. iOS is on Facebook Live. Remember, we're on Facebook Live. Remember, we're on Instagram Live. Remember, we're on Twitter Spaces Live. Remember, we're on Zoom Live, and we're on YouTube Live, and we're on Clubhouse Live, apparently. Yes, we're on Clubhouse Live. So this is a multi-channel conversation. Why? Because of the power of social media. So what I'm telling you now, I'm doing right now. Those of you on YouTube can see everything I'm sharing. And those of you on Instagram, I'm going to share a link with you later. This slide you're seeing of Mr. Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron, the president of France, was in a dire strait. I mean, he was home and he was going through turbulence until they said they were going to remember the French army that fought in the two wars. The service, they had a service, national service. They invited some old veterans, people that fought in the war. And do you know what happened? The hashtag of the event knock down every other hashtag. Some politicians know how to manipulate this. So they got the conversation, they changed the conversation to that which, from that which was hostile to Emmanuel Macron, to that which was now friendly to Emmanuel Macron in the space of 12 hours. Got a social media team to say we are now going to respect the people that fought for the nation, that made sure that the nation was still together today in one piece. What am I taking out from there? You can also hear this very carefully. We benefited from this event because we then sold, using our affiliate links, military memorabilia. Because everyone was not talking about what happened in the First World War, what happened in the Second World War, what Hitler did right, why did Hitler start well and ended so badly. So the history books flew out of the window. The biographies of all the people that were Churchill, that day everybody bought the Churchillian biography. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. It was incredible. So when there is a national event, or better still, an international event, like it will happen soon. Get ready for the World Cup. I must give you advance notice now. Get ready for the World Cup because hashtag World Cup will trend. Hashtag World Cup 2026 will trend. You don't need to be a prophet. Why? Because many people will be discussing about that one topic at that one time. That's what, so there'll be a crowd around a topic at any point in time. And that is where anytime you have a crowd on the internet is one opportunity for you to sell to the crowd. Please put that. Crowd equals cash. I need you to put that in the comment box. iOS on Facebook, Haniri Hasba on, and then Krish Anga, yes, please. I need you to put that there. Anytime there's a crowd, many people, there is cash to be made. Anytime a group of people sit down on social media to discuss one thing, that means they say it goes viral. Any conversation that is going viral, you ask your LLM, your AI, and say, everybody's talking about this thing now. Can you suggest for me which of the products on Amazon will be of interest to this crowd? This is all you do. We're going to give you tons and tons of prompts for those of you that sign up to work with us for 6 weeks. And then I don't think there's any more spaces left. I'll find out whether there's any spaces left. But there's a boot camp coming. Sorry. Those of you that couldn't get the six weeks because all the spaces are gone, if you can't get it, there's a boot camp, an intensive weekend, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and then by Sunday morning you're flying. Intensive. It's very intensive. It's not like it's 6 weeks, but it's the boot camp, weekend boot camp coming. If you're interested, type interested, and they will contact you. And then I'll probably share the Eventbrite link today to tell you, yeah, social media content creation, that's part of it. Someone just wrote there, yes, that's fine. Thank you for reminding us of that. So this is what happened with Macron. This is what changed the tide, political tide, and Macron was able to regain power, and we were able to sell materials, merchandise, yes. There's always a gift shop. Those of you that have been to Buckingham Palace will see this. When you are exiting Buckingham Palace, they take you inside the gift shop to buy memorabilia, royal memorabilia, because they know you must be interested in royals for you to come to Buckingham Palace. Those of you that have been to Windsor Castle, is exactly the same thing. When you visited, when you've seen, when you finish your tour, you come through the first gift shop, and then the second gift shop, and then down the hill, the last gift shop. Why? People that come to that event also buy This is what I'm saying. When you have a crowd that is gathered around one particular topic, people buy. You saw what happened with MAGA hat this time last year. The gentleman making the hat in China sold out. It sold out completely. Why? There were a lot of MAGA supporters, because that was the electoral time when the whole crowd of Americans started talking about who their leader should be and who their leader should not be. It doesn't matter whether you were a conservative, and it doesn't matter whether you were liberal, it doesn't matter whether you were radical, it doesn't matter what side you were on, you took side. That's the business of democracy. So some people bought Kamala Harris hats, others bought Donald Trump hats, but people bought hats. So if you were on Amazon, thank you, Sylvester. Sylvester join us. Thank you. Stay where you're watching us from so that we can share with you today the gifts that is available, including the opportunity to work in the palace. I said this before for those of you that came late. Opportunity for you to work. We'll send you a link. You share with any of the youths you have. And then during the summer months, the king requires 400 staff. 400 staff. We will tell you essentially what to do if you're working with us and you're going to go on this journey of AI, using AI. First of all, you must know what AI is, because I'm very disappointed. Most people have no clue what AI is. And they read from the tabloids, headlines, and on the basis of that say, oh, it's going to take my job. On the case of pump out so much fear. But today, I'm going to do a quick demo. Let me do a quick demo now of what an AI really is. Let's stop talking about it. Let's use it. That's one thing you must do. If you've ever taught anywhere before, if you've ever preached anywhere before, if you've ever spoken anywhere before and somebody, one person in the audience came to tell you, oh, thank you, do you know what you just said that explains the problem my son is having, or explain the problem my daughter is having, or my husband is having, or my wife is having, or I am having. If you've ever spoken anywhere before, if you've ever written anywhere before, and you solve the problem or address the problem, you're leaving money on the table. Because today's content creation speed makes it literally impossible for you to live your life without being able to share the solution you have to marriage. If it's married, the person you got blessed by, or to learning, if it's learning, or to a medical problem. It doesn't matter. Provided you were able to share some information that helped another person, then you can very much be a content creator. I'll show you what the newspapers did today. It's useful for you to see. Everyone was worried about the budget. Look at what the newspaper did. Everything you need to know about the budget. They just wrote it here. Reefs on the brink of new tax rise. Look at that. Look at that. That is what they call content creation. And you can get your AI. You can show you how to use that. Okay, now let's use our AI. Hey, Fireflies. We have been on this discussion from the turn of the hour. Would you please summarize everything we've discussed in this meeting in French?
Dans cette réunion, le professeur Chris Imafidon a expliqué comment l'IA et les réseaux sociaux peuvent augmenter vos revenus, en utilisant des exemples d'événements viraux et de stratégies pour vendre lors de pics d'attention. Il a aussi présenté Fireflies comme outil essentiel pour enregistrer. Transcrire et maximiser la valeur des réunions.
So, if you're on the chat, you would have seen that AI attended this meeting, as all of us are attending this meeting. Now, made a note while we were all talking. The AI was making. I told you that I will never go to any meeting now without going with it, and then gave us the synopsis. Look at the synopsis. If you are on, if you're on the Zoom, you will have seen the synopsis. Now, can you see the synopsis? Go to the chat box. He gave us the synopsis of what we've been discussing in French. Now I'm going to go one more step and say, hey, Fireflies, please give us the summary of what we've discussed so far in this Zoom meeting, this multi-channel meeting in English, as spoken by the Americans.
In this meeting, Professor Chris Imafidon explained how AI and social media can help boost your earnings, using viral events and trending topics to drive sales. He emphasized the importance of tools like Fireflies for recording, transcribing, and making meetings more productive and valuable.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, he also provided that synopsis, that summary of what we just discussed so far in English. So if you are here, you ever have the problem of only dealing with one group of people because of linguistic barrier, Fireflies has now taken that barrier off. AI has taken that barrier off. I teach. I therefore have to supervise research. And when I supervise research, at the end, the student has to write a thesis for me, big, as thick as this. I don't know whether those of you can see this. Thick thesis like this for the students to write. And when they finish writing it for me, thick, yeah, this thick, I have to mark it. I have to read word for word, line by line. I have to mark it. And I have to write feedback and give it feedback. Guess what happened now? If you follow me on LinkedIn, you will have seen my LinkedIn and page there. The whole marking, yes, you guessed it. Whatever you're guessing, you guessed it right. My marking of undergraduate thesis, master's level thesis, and PhD thesis is done for me by my AI called Keith.ai. If you're on LinkedIn, you just go on my LinkedIn page now, you'll be able to see what I'm trying to tell you. So I don't have to sit down to read every single presentation that my students write. I give it to my AI. My AI reads it and passes comments on it, and I just come and selectively go through the ones that were very, very bad to see whether it's consistent with what would have done. Do you know what? I have not had the occasion to change any of the marks. So the AI understood my rubric. I gave the AI my rubric. It understood what I wanted in the introduction. It understood what I wanted in the methods and materials. It understood what I wanted for conclusion. It checks the references, and the AI grades the work with comments. So if you see a student failed or a student got 4 out of 5 in the introduction section, it will give me why. If he got 2 out of 10 in conclusion, it will also give us why. The student sees it and the student knows that feedback was given, not just marks. This is what used to take the whole of my Christmas. Every year, in the 1990s, as we were going home for Christmas, I had to carry bundles on bundles and took them with me for the Christmas break and then read and mark, go night after night, day into night, because we never had this blessing of an AI being able to read line by line and put in comments. I never even dreamt of it in the 90s. In the early 200s, I never even dreamt of it. We were using the expert system then. So if you're on this call today, you're on this call because you belong to a generation, I belong to a generation that is prodigal. We waste opportunities instead of using opportunities. And then we start thinking about literally anything is impossible. But today, my definition of AI, artificial intelligence, is not AI for artificial intelligence. No, it's achieving impossibilities. You already know. If we're going to turn the clock back 20 years, it's impossible for you to sit in your city and for me to sit in my city and for us to have a conference or a seminar or debate or discussion like we're having now. It's impossible for me, an ordinary person, not an institution, to have one channel, Facebook, one channel, Instagram, another channel, Zoom, a third channel, YouTube, a fourth channel, Twitter Spaces, all taking place at the same time to people in different countries and continents. People in Pakistan, people in Afghanistan, people in any stan are benefiting from our interaction today. Not because I'm a superhuman, not because I'm wiser than my forefathers, not because this generation is somehow smarter than, no, we're blessed by the convergence of knowledge and the application of knowledge in order to achieve what previous generation thought was impossible. That's what they said. So when we talk about content creation, I've just changed the slide. Everybody on the Zoom and everybody on Twitter Spaces, as well as YouTube, would have seen two books came up now. One book on Princess Diana. Another book, I mean, it is incredible. It's just incredible. How can, look at that book on Princess Diana for 1 minute. Just look at the book on Princess Diana for all of you that can see. This book, I wrote it there, was written, authored by fireflies. Look at it there, it's here. I wrote it in the front cover of it. Look at this yellow Starbucks on the top left-hand corner is there. If you are on Twitter Spaces, or you are on Facebook, or you are on Instagram, I need you to go on your Google right now. When you get to your Google, type in Princess Diana. Type in Princess Diana. I need you to go on this now. Please go type in Princess Diana, and then next to it, type in my name, Princess Diana, and then type in my name, and see what your Google will tell you. Your Google gives this book as a top search. If you go on any LLM right now, thank you. Some of you are asking the meaning of LLM. If you go on any LLM right now, large language model of an AI, and type in Princess Diana at 60, and then type in Professor Chris Imafidon, what will come out will be a book used in, you guess where? Everywhere in Australia, in schools, everywhere in New Zealand. It's crazy. I have never been to New Zealand, but I've received letters and emails from people in New Zealand asking me follow-up questions about the princess, because they saw what Amazon did. Amazon put this book on the list of bestsellers. Amazon said so many people were interested in viewing this book, reading this book. So on the back of a book generated by AI, I being honest with you, I never wrote one word. Me, never wrote one word. But the cover page says, thank you from Panama. Greetings from Panama. You, Lalo, thank you very much. Coach Owen, thank you. The people just joining and putting in where they joined from. This makes the point that this social media thing must not be allowed to be hijacked by a group of people that just want to make you laugh. We must claim it back to make sure we make people wealthy. We make people rich. We make people what they can be, not be told what they can be, what you can be. I'm saying this because my mother, biological mother, was an interpreter. So for fireflies to attend this session now and listen and be able to tell me what was said, what was discussed, and then give it to me in summary in French. AI is my translator. In Portuguese, it understands Portuguese. And I'm going to shock you. Those of you that have a special language, write the language now in the chat box. And I'm going to test this AI on your language. The language you think is impossible for him to translate, him or her or it to translate, write it and let's do the test and push the boundaries of human invention, push the boundaries of human achievement, because it is been given to this generation to change all the rules of human capability. What took me 5 weekends to do when I was marking the scripts manually now takes me less than 1 weekend, less than 1 weekend. So the speed is there. The efficiency is there. When we checked it against the rubric, it was more consistent than human beings. So happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for all the Americans that woken up and joined us. Thank you for those joining us from California. So we are here today, and because of the success of that book, Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, now promoted this book seasonally. So when it's on the run up to Black Friday, the book is there. It's one of the offers. Cyber Monday, the book is there. Easter, the book is there. And then had a page on Amazon website about me that wrote the book. So they so loved the book, they then asked me to write the second book. That's how the second book came about. The second book was the biography of Queen Elizabeth II as the oldest monarch ever to rule the United Kingdom or the British Empire. And again, I did not write one word of it. I did not write one word of it. If you don't believe me, I need you to go back to Amazon or YouTube or Google or anywhere you get your information from and type in Professor Chris Imafidon, then Queen Elizabeth II biography, Queen Elizabeth II biography, and see what you will see there. So this is essentially what we are saying. Anybody on this call, for being able to overcome the technological hurdle to go on this call, you are more than qualified. Because Fireflies is now on a different level. When I used Fireflies, it was the beta version of it. Now it's on steroids, literally just pumping out anything you want it to pump out with great enthusiasm, breaking down the barriers that they once told us was impossible. That's what AI is. The I in AI talks about impossibilities, and the A in AI starts with achieving those impossibilities. So it's not artificial intelligence. There's nothing artificial about being able to write a whole book, over 400 pages. The contents were customized by me, so I project managed the book. But the entire text, the manuscript, was generated by AI. So if you've ever preached in any sermon, if you've ever preached anywhere, any part of the planet, let me know. I will work with you and we will produce the book in minutes. This is where the money back guarantee comes. So those of you that are seriously, I know today is limited because it's a special holiday weekend, longest holiday weekend of the year for our North American friends. Yesterday was great. It was Thanksgiving. We all celebrated that. And Monday is Cyber Monday. I need you to make a commitment today that you are going to find out how this thing that everybody is talking about can make your life easier, can make your life better, can take aspect of your work and go ahead and do the heavy lifting. Look at the video editing, incredible video editing. I can produce a blockbuster movie now in a matter of hours. I can get AI to watch a 9-hour film and give me the report. And they'll watch the whole 9 hours and produce the report in 20 minutes. Let me say this slowly. Instead of me to sit in front of the screen and watch it for 9 hours and then write about it, or give it to my secretary to watch it and write about it, it will watch the whole 9 hours and then produce the result and the summary and everything I need to know in less than half an hour. That is humanly impossible. That's why I'm saying achieving the impossibility. That's humanly impossible. But that's now routine for AI. So if you're afraid of content creation, fear no more, because anything can be done for you. So this is, for those of you that are not aware of my connection, how long ago we started, this is a paper published in 2012, the International Journal of Advanced Research in Artificial Intelligence, published in 2012. This is based on the research we did in 2008. 2008, we played around in London, we should say play around, we explored, we experimented, and wanted to see what artificial neural networks, that's what the name was called then, artificial neural networks is able to be trained to make known to itself things that have happened before. In fact, get this paper, because this is going to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. And for those of you on Instagram, you need to see it. You need to see this. If you're on Instagram, write down International Journal of Advanced Research. International Journal of Advanced Research. It's a scholarly journal. Volume 1, number 2, 2012. The reason I want you to see this, to tell you that it's been coming a long way. Those of you in London would have also seen what is called the special DLR, the Docklands Light Railway. Docklands Railway has never, ever had a driver. Let me tell you this. Bless her soul, Queen Elizabeth, when she was around with us, she asked some questions about this new railway in the east end of London. She asked about the safety profile, possible safety. Because London is used to having the central line. They have drivers, they have guards, and then we have people on the platform telling you when to get in. Then they had the Northern Line, they had the Central Line, they had the Victoria Line. All of these, Jubilee Line, all of these had drivers determining the direction and the speed of the train. So when this idea of having a driverless train came up, the politicians, bless their soul, were very afraid. They wanted it to be tested and tested and tested because they didn't understand the power of software. They didn't understand if there's a predetermined distance, time can be extrapolated to work that out. They didn't understand Oyster. Most those of you now that use London Underground, that's another application of the software. They didn't understand what some people call intelligent software. They didn't understand that. I think Isaac, you're a co-host now, aren't you? In theory, you're a co-host.
Let me
Isaac is
find out that, yeah.
Okay, Isaac is co-contributing. For those of you that joined late, didn't hear the initial introduction. Isaac is co-contributing. He lives, and right now he's in New Jersey. I'm off 6,000 miles away from him. And both of us are putting together a teaching to demonstrate to you some bits of AI and probably blockchain and social media. The fact that the two of us are geographically separated. So if we're having this meeting 20 years ago, okay, so that was my smart watch talking. And I don't know how to respond to that. Okay, So anyway, I'll come back and play with my smartwatch because it's not really a watch. It monitors my heart rate. It monitors my exercise. With the power of AI, I'm able to get the entire information about my health from this thing that you call a wristwatch, that I call a health device, that I call an electronic device, a life assisting device. If I tell you how many patients in London that would have died in their sleep, but because their heart were being monitored by this is it. Those of you that are in the smartwatch, they are able to look at their cardiac activities. They look at their heart rate, look at their vitals. So this is not me trying to tell you what is already there. You understanding that the life we now live today is different from the one our grandparents lived. Some individuals have made multiples of millions. A teenage university project, a teenager's university project, or underline this, called Fireflies, that exploited the power of AI for voice, taking voice and making it text, is now valued at $1 billion, B for Bravo, $1 billion. If you're on this call, every month, Google wants to give you $10,000, dollars, USD, every month, if you're involved in any charitable projects. It's not me saying it. LinkedIn wants to give you some more. Facebook wants to give you some bucks. Google used to give $40,000 every month. So you can see that poverty no longer is a function of how hard you work, but how smart you work. You're not poor because you don't work hard enough. Whoever told you that lied to you. So we'll share some bits and pieces of this now. Look at this slide here. This is a tweet on Anne-Marie, my daughter, and Louis Hamilton. Look at this. This is the Mercedes event held in Germany, the ME convention. Mercedes on the road this. This was multilingual, multi-track. Then when it started, they had humans that were interpreted. Now look at this tweet. It's all in German. Look, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. So Isaac, just let me know when you're ready because I'll come back to bits and pieces of this later. I'm going to share this later. Harrods, the luxury departmental store in London, is not able, you don't need any special training. Harrods now has, you guessed it, an affiliate link. So you can sit in your house today and be selling products and services of Fortune and Mason on the Piccadilly, and you live in Kuala Lumpur. You don't live in London. Using the power of affiliate, they send you an email, and then you talk about their products and their services. And at the bottom of it, you put, if you are keen, click on this to get your copy. And then when you buy, when somebody else buys from that link, you get paid a percentage. If you're on Zoom, please capture this, capture this. If you're on YouTube, capture this. If you're on Facebook Live, I'm going to share that with you. Please just put that you're interested in Harrods. Please put their Harrods. If you're on Instagram, please put Harrods. I will share it with you, the Harrods affiliate program. University of Harvard has courses. And now I can recommend a master's degree program to my students, and I get paid for recommending through an affiliate link. So in education, in business, every aspect of our human life, there's an affiliate for that. Yes, please put affiliate in your chat box if you're still on this call. Put affiliate there, put affiliate there. Put affiliate there. Yes, thank you. Put affiliate there. Put affiliate there. Amazon calls it associate, but they call it a different name. Put affiliate there if you're on Facebook. Thank you. Thank you. At Facebook. Put affiliate there if you are on Twitter Spaces. Thank you. So it's too late for you to hide behind any excuse. Too late. Wealth creation has been accelerated. Thank you, people on Zoom, affiliates. Emmanuel, thank you. So you must implement this. If you don't implement it, people that are not as smart as you will implement it, by the way. Because the boot camp we're going to do boot camp. Like I said, those of you joined late may not have heard this. We're going to have all day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, or half day Sunday. But after the first 2 days, you have already known because we're going to do a questionnaire for you. Okay, let's demo that again. Let's ask Fireflies. Hey, Fireflies, please, can you give us a summary of what we've discussed so far in Portuguese?
Nesta reunião, o professor Chris Imafidon explicou como a IA e as redes sociais podem aumentar seus ganhos, aproveitando eventos virais e tópicos em alta para impulsionar vendas. Ele destacou a importância de ferramentas como Fireflies para gravar, transcrever e tornar as reuniões mais produtivas e valiosas.
So if you're on Zoom, you will have heard what he said, what AI said that I said in the past 15 minutes, and also wrote a text summarizing it inside the chat box. So if you are in any meeting right now and you are not going with Fireflies, thanks, Isaac. I think Isaac has got a QR code for us. If you're not using Fireflies, literally, you're doing it the most difficult way. If you are not using tools like Keith.ai to be able to assess people that submit reports to you as an engineer, as a doctor, or as a professional that reads any reports, you are doing it the hard way. If you're using grandfather tools instead of using the latest tool, you're not spending enough time with your wives and your children because it will enhance your family life. Why? Because it takes the burden of monotonous work away. So don't allow anyone to define AI for you. You've got to test it. You've got to test it. You've got to look at tasks that you wanted to do before that will take you a whole day to do. You've got to see how you can have agentic AI. I'll just share with someone about agentic. I don't want to bother you with that because that's advanced, but I need you to start using AI daily until you can replicate your current salary with the side use of artificial intelligence. Thank you, Firefly. So we've got the summary here so far in Portuguese. We've got one in German. We've got one in English. Probably we'll get one in Spanish before the day ends. Now I'm going to step aside and allow someone I've known for more than, close to 40 years, survived the 9/11 disaster in the US, had worked with NASA as an engineer. The whole idea of Fireflies started as a discussion in his sitting room with his son. So I'd like Isaac to step forward and share with us practical ways of using AI to make your life easy. Over to you, Isaac. I'll stop sharing. Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, thank you so much, Professor Imafidon. You're doing a great job. You're doing a global job, and you are doing God's work in helping to bring the world to understand the impact of artificial intelligence, a product that you yourself are a pioneer in development and research as far back as 2008. So we really appreciate that at the dispensation of the fullness of time, God has allowed this technology to emerge that everybody can be able to use it and see the impact that it does really have in their life. And by the way, like Professor Imafidon said, Fireflies was one of the first AI product that people actually begin to use and see immediate value, especially from the context of speaking. Everybody speak, even a child that is born today. Whenever you enter into this world, a child started crying, started speaking, and at the age of 2, the child is already learning well to speak. So in essence, education as we have it, we didn't go to school. I always believe that we did not go to school to learn how to speak. We already know how to speak before we go to school. A child that cannot speak will not be sent by the parent to the school, even if it's a kindergarten. The child must be able to speak. So, and that's exactly what Fireflies, the AI, is saying, is that if you can speak, then you can actually write a book. So you will have instances of children writing books before they even start school, because they are able to speak to AI, namely Fireflies, that is able to take their words, even in their own native language, and convert it into text, put chapters on it, put summaries and the content necessary for even a child to publish a book before even start kindergarten. That is really, really transforming. To see that, in this dispensation, God has made this to be possible. Like Professor Imafidon said, the impossible, I standing for impossible, achievement made possible through the power of AI. I have always liked to say that before this technology came, certainly man was struggling, not able to. A lot of people have always known things because God created humans, like Professor Imafidon always said, as genius. Everybody's a genius. God doesn't make something that is not a genius, that is not good. But the only thing was that the technology to actually convert our words into text, into written document, was not there. And that's why if you go to the book of Genesis, see that God even started the word, the spoken word is what actually create things, put things into creation. But then there was no book. You could see a book written by Adam, no book written by Eve, no book written even by Enoch or Abel, Noah, down to Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Joseph. Not even a single book that you could see that these people wrote. The first written book in the Bible, being Genesis, was by Moses through God's inspiration. And that's because Moses learned that art of writing. So, and then from there have been a lot of evolution. I mean, imagine that the first 3,000 years of mankind, nobody could write anything, but a lot of things were being spoken, but nothing was written down until time of Moses, when they now began to write things down. And then thereafter, you now get into the modern era. You start having the printing press. From printing press, you start having the computers, and then you have the internet. Then now leading into the AI revolution, which we have today, that even just the spoken word can now be converted in real time into text. So the first screen I'm going to share is for you to see how even this word that we spoke is being taken into the text in real time. Yeah, yes, Firefly does actually record and transcribe things, but I want you to see that this word are being taken in real time. So I will share my screen so you can be able to see it in real time, how Fireflies is actually trending the word that we speak. You're going to see it in real time momentarily as I share my screen. Let me just bear with me. I'm going to share my screen now so that you can see how the words are being taken in real time. So share my screen. See my screen, you let me know. Okay, are you hearing me? Everybody see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen, Professor Imafidon? Is anybody seeing my screen? I'm not hearing the sound, not hearing any voice from anybody. I want to be sure that you are hearing me. Professor Imafidon, are you there? Okay, I think maybe probably step out, but if anybody hears my screen, can you just unmute and let me know that you see my screen? I'm not hearing from anyone. Well, if you see my screen, you will see that.
We can see your screen.
Yeah, I'm seeing your screen.
Okay, all right, right. So the word that I spoke, and even the word that you spoke, the AI is taking it in real time. I'm not the one typing it, but the AI is taking the word and typing it on real time. You can see, you will put my name and then and type the word that I speak on real time. It doesn't matter whatever language you speak, the AI is able to pick it up and then type it on real time.
Yeah.
In fact, we actually set, I set it on auto detect. That means that the AI itself should know what language I'm speaking and detect that language and then write it down on real time. So that's what you could see it here. So that is what the power. He knows the name. He picks up my name from the login, from the Zoom login or any other person, so he's able to detect. And in fact, not only detecting, he actually can detect your mood, your sentiment. If you are happy, if you're not excited about what is going on here, the AI can detect it as well. Recently, a student in the University of Calabar in Nigeria, the professor there had asked that they want the students to, in the Department of Linguistics, that they want the student to do sentiment analysis of the conversations that took place between a certain minister, the minister of the federal territory, Wike, yes, Wike, and a military boy, a military officer, when they had a struggle, on whether the minister can be allowed to enter in or not. So that thing generated a lot of international commentaries on what happened there in Nigeria. So in the Department of Linguistics in the University of Calabar, they gave it an exercise for students to analyze that conversation to see what was going on there and give sentiment analysis. You can't believe it. The student, they were struggling to say, how do we analyze it? Or is it from the written information? Only one student who had access to Fireflies, who have been using Fireflies in the class, using Firefly to read a record note, came to remember, say, hi, I need to get Fireflies to analyze this conversation. So he just uploaded the video of the conversations to Fireflies, and Firefly was able to provide sentiment analysis of the whole conversation that happened between the students. That happened between the military officer and the minister. And it was completely accurate. The AI captured it. So there are so many things that we are not able to do, but the AI can do it. Or even if we can do it, but it would take us a long time for us to do it. But AI is able to do it in minutes or seconds. So the power of the AI is very, very, very strong. So you can see the notes are being taken here on real time. This is what the AI is doing. And at the same time, if you have any question, or even the AI can suggest some questions on this conversation that is going on here in real time. Like if you go to the right side of the screen, I'm going to ask the AI to give me, because sometimes somebody speak or a teacher, you are being taught certain things, and you say, well, somebody will ask you, any question? Do you have any question for me? And some people don't even know what question to ask. But in that instant, the AI can actually give questions. So let me just type it for AI to suggest some questions that can be asked. See, he has already typed out some questions. He said, the first question the AI is typing is, how can AI tools such like Firefly further improve real-time sentiment analysis for linguistic studies? Because I was talking about linguistics, so the AI is already suggesting a question that can be asked. And then the number 2 question is, could you elaborate on how multilingual transcription accuracy is ensured in tools like Firefly.ai, Fireflies? The next question the AI is asking us to ask is, what are some practical ways education institutions can leverage Fireflies for student success? So those are the questions that AI, and then the AI himself can answer those questions. Let's click one of those questions. Let's take one of those questions and then see the AI answer those questions, one of those questions. Okay, how can we can take this, let me take this one. How can what specific features of Fireflies? Okay, yes, I already answered that. What specific features of Firefly contribute to the real-time sentiment analysis? Since giving it, the Firefly uses advanced AI capabilities like natural language processing to detect and analyze tone, mood, and sentiment in spoken language. It processes the real-time transcript, identifies emotional cues, and applies sentiment scoring algorithm to deliver quick and accurate sentiment analysis, even during live conversations. Can you see that? Yeah, that's what it brought out. Let's take the others. For those who are interested in education, what are some practical ways education institution can leverage Firefly for student success? let's take that question, because some people say they may not know how to use that product. Yeah. I'm gonna take that question. Yeah. So I put that question here. Let Fireflies give us information about that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. It said education institution can leverage Fireflies in these practical ways. Automatically transcribe lectures for easy review and accessibility, analyzing student feedback, discussion for sentiment and engagement insight, creating summarized notes for classes, saving time for both students and educators. Yeah. I may just like to know if one of a student who started using Fireflies in classes to take note and to organize, the student just made the best results in the University of Lagos. He made a first class, first class, almost perfect scores. I'm using these AI tools to be able to help in lectures. So in whatever, I know that is not even surprising, whatever field of study or whatever field of endeavor or career you are using, once you get AI to assist you, you are shooting for the best, to become the best in that area or career. Can see some more questions it's even coming up with after we've put the formal question. It's giving us some more questions. Can you explain how automatic transcription helps students with their studies? What kind of sentiment analysis can Firefly perform on student feedback? How can summarized note improve learning and experience for students? So whatever, I mean, this is real time. So even when you are going, assuming Firefly is attending class with you, it's like the AI is assisting you even while you are being taught. The lesson is going on, the lectures is going on. The AI is busy prompting you what kind of question you need to ask for the lecturers and things like that. It's very, very interactive. So it's like having a PhD. If you're an undergraduate student, you have a PhD student sitting down with you, or even 10 PhD students sitting down to you, advising you on that lecture. Why wouldn't you be the best? So this is what I want to show, but I can also go and show you the dashboard. I dropped in the sign-on, the link that you can use to sign up for Fireflies on the chat room. You will be able to see in the chat box. But let me go and show you the dashboard for Firefly dashboard. I mean, if you sign on to Firefly, what you will be able to see. I will show you, and then post-meeting activities that you'll be able to see. Okay, let me go to meetings. Okay, no, let me go to home first. When you sign on to Fireflies, and Firefly logs you in for the first time, this is what appears on your screen when you sign on. You see, it would greet you good morning, good afternoon, whatever be your name, that I've been able to sign on. And then like now here, it's telling us that there's a live meeting that is going on, and there's a live meeting notes. So this is the current meeting. But then I've had a number of meetings already, so it can be able to give you, short information about the past meeting that you've had. Just like you go into your email and seeing many emails that you have received in the past, then you can read the first one, and some can give you a preview of some information about those emails. So this is like the preview of some meetings that I've had. Like this meeting occurred this morning. This about 2 hours ago. About 3 hours ago is when this meeting took place. And I can tell you that I did not even physically go for this meeting. I sent Fireflies to attend this meeting for me. And so Firefly went in and he was led into the meeting and he attended that meeting. And it was a Christian, meeting. And then he attended the meeting. And at the end of the meeting, he brought me this note. I didn't go, didn't attend. So, but in a short while, I can just look at it and see what was done during the meeting. There was prayer, there was leadership expansion. So Firefly can go for a meeting for you. If you have some very busy people like Professor Imafidon, they can be having 10 or 20 meetings a day to attend. Practically, it's very difficult for a human being.
Yeah, Isaac, let me just add there. What you forgot to add is that Fireflies is able to attend, say on Monday morning, I have a 9 a.m. meeting in London. And then I have a clash, another 9 a.m. meeting in Manchester. And then I have another clash, another 9 a.m. meeting in Parliament. Fireflies is able to attend all 3 meetings at the same time. Let me say this slowly. It means I can replicate myself. And anybody on this call should realize that in the olden days, you used to log on to one device, attend one meeting on your tablet, attend another meeting on your cell phone, and then attend a third meeting on your laptop. And you have to be running between 3 rooms because you have to mute it here and then mute it here. Now, Fireflies can attend, I think, up to 60 different meetings at the same time from one device. And at the end of the meeting, be able to tell us what the action points were. That means what things needs to be done before the next meeting. And is able to go to your Google Calendar, update. Say we had one meeting this Saturday and there's going to be a follow-up meeting on Tuesday. You go to your Google Calendar to update that there's going to be another meeting on Wednesday or Tuesday, as the need might be. So when you say that you forgot a meeting, or you forgot what was said in the meeting, or you were not there until the very end, therefore you don't know arise at all. And this week, when the finance minister was speaking in Parliament, Fireflies captured her speech, number one, the responses to her speech, then the debate after her speech. So she can give you a copy of her speech, but the debate after the speech, the commentary by different colleagues, you can't get that. So Firefly attended all of that and then supplied the summary before the paid transcribers in Parliament were able to go even a third way through what happened in Parliament. So you can have advanced knowledge of everything, literally, because of the speed of Firefly. Sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to bring that in. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Imafidon. So this is a must-have. This tool is a must-have, as you could see. These are the other past meetings that I've had. I can, just if I want to see a little bit more detail of what happened, I can do that. Just a snapshot of each meeting. You can just go to each meeting and then click a little bit, and then you see the full details of just a snapshot, the key points, of what happened during those meetings. But then you can also decide to open the meeting itself, open each meeting to see full detail of what happened during those meetings. I'm gonna go to the past meeting that Professor Imafidon had on Saturday. A similar meeting that we're having now. The one for last Saturday, I'm gonna look for that meeting and then be able to open it so that you can see what Firefly did during that meeting. That was Tuesday, Sunday, Saturday the 15th. Webinar by Professor Imafidon. Okay, so I'm opening that meeting now for you to see the meeting for last week, so you can see what Firefly did to that meeting. Yeah, Okay. So this is the meeting for last Saturday, and it captures both the audio and the video. This is a video about the meeting. We just minimize. See, this is a video of that meeting for last week. I mean, if you want to play the video, you can play it. But I kind of you want to play the video in just a few minutes. You can see, you'll be able to hear the video and the audio of the meeting. Yeah.
Is a world-renowned, multi-award-winning AI pioneer, a Wall Street Journal best-selling author, and mentor to tech unicorn founders. CNN and BBC have described him.
Okay, you can see that is a video about that meeting. And then you have the transcript of the meeting on the right side of the screen. You have the full transcript of the meeting on the right side of the screen, mentioning the names, how long he spoke, what he said, during the meeting. You have it. Then you've come to the middle of the screen. You have let me minimize the video. We don't need the video now. Yeah. So we have the summary in the middle of the screen. Yeah, we minimize the video. We have the summary in the middle of the screen, which also include the action items. Include the action item, the general summary. You have the notes, and then you have the action items, what needs to be done about the meeting. And so all that is completely generated by the AI, not a single input from anyone. And depending on what additional app you turn on, because Firefly has over 250 apps customized for different career, different professions. Depending on what app you turn on, it can be able to also extract that insight. Like here is one of the app that was turned on, key ideas from the podcast. And it will be able to automatically generate information about the key ideas that came out from that teaching, from that meeting. And then another app that we turn on is what we call the book chapter organizer. This is the one that can, after you speak, the AI can be able to generate a book out of your speech. Like for this speech that was offered last Saturday, it generated a book, giving it chapter 1 of the book. It give the introduction, give chapter 1, give chapter 2 with a title, Understanding the Hashtag Economy. And give you the content of what this chapter should be made of. Chapter 3, AI as your contents co-pilot. We didn't give this chapter. It's the AI that automatically generated all these chapters and the content out from your speech that was given. Turning knowledge into income. This is generated all these contents that should be in that chapter. Then chapter 5, WhatsApp as a revenue engine. The AI automatically generated this. Chapter 7, 6 weeks transformation program. Chapter 8, case study in action. Chapter 9, content creation workflow with AI. Chapter 10, enterprise and team level deployment. AI assistant, Firefly, AI assistant, and beyond. Chapter 11, multi-platform distribution and revenue lines. Generated all this. Then chapter 12, ethics, transparency, and sustained growth. And then even give you the appendices that should be in the book. He created Appendix A, practical tools and prompts. Created Appendix B, and Appendix C, and so forth. So it doesn't matter what you are. If you are an accountant, you are a businessman, you are a recruiter, there are Fireflies connections to it. If you are already having some software in your organization that you are using, Firefly can integrate to those software through integration packages. Integration packages enable you to connect Firefly directly to many, many different software that you may be using in your organization. Some people use Asana, use Asana, so for project management softwares. Some people use Salesforce for sales, CRM, customer relation management software, or whatever software you are using. There are over more than 100 different software. You can see the list here. So many that Fireflies connect directly into it. And in the future, the very near future, you would also be able to support, it will get into your, can be able to use it to your WhatsApp. Firefly will be able to record directly from into WhatsApp. It's already there right now. You can connect to Slack and many, many different softwares. So it's not just recording the meeting, but it's really can connect really with your workflow, with your organization to automate the work that you are doing manually in your organization. This is the integration package. Then you have also the AI apps, pre-built apps that has been built in area like sales, finance, human resources, even healthcare. If you're a doctor, you're a nurse, there are apps that you can be able to connect to use.
Isaac, sorry to interrupt. Talking about doctors and nurses, in the North London clinic, the old-fashioned way of seeing a patient is that the patient comes in, the doctor starts writing things down. And sometimes the patient speaks faster than the doctor and he has to repeat. Now, that conversation is captured by an AI app and transcribed and given to the doctor on his desktop, on his desktop at the end of the conversation. So you don't need a scribe. We used to have transcribers that you detect your referral to. You want to refer a patient from one center to the other. You get this micro cassette. You detect to it, and then you send it to your secretary upstairs. And the secretary would then take 2 weeks to transcribe it and then refer the letter and send a referral letter. Now it happens instantaneously. So there is no profession known to man and women that cannot benefit, provided, like you said before, words are spoken. Once words are spoken, speed comes in, efficiency comes in, and productivity comes in. So it changes the entire dynamics of what they told us in the media, that this is what AI is. This is what, no, nobody can define AI except you that have used it and see what it has performed for you. Okay, over to you. I think you got, how many? You got about 5 minutes left. Okay.
Okay. So you can see here, depending on what your area is, you just, like if you're a recruiter, for job, you can, this is the app that you can turn on, or to turn on an app. And this app comes free with the product. Every app comes free with the product. So if you wanted to see candidate question, work as a recruiter, all you need is just turn that, you can turn that app on and it turns blue. And it can be able to capture that aspect. In fact, there's even an ability now for Fireflies to listen to recruiter candidates, and in fact, even help to create resume or CV for job seekers. This is the one used for venture capitals, product management. This is the one for healthcare, management, customer support, marketing, productivity, engineers, security, education, educationist, creativity, whatever it be. So, and then if you even have conversations or YouTube or things that in a tape, a meeting that had before in the past that you were not there when that meeting took place, and somebody giving you a link or file from the YouTube, that can be uploaded onto Fireflies. You just click and open the file, upload it, and it will begin to process it as if the meeting took place today. And you can have all the tools to be able to analyze those meetings. And then one of the things that what we call soundbite. If we go, this is the meeting status. Meeting status here just let you know the meetings that happened. This meeting is currently going on. Some meeting has completed. These are completed. This is the meeting that we're holding now that is ongoing. Let me go to the go back to the meeting, and then we can be able to see the what we call soundbite. Soundbite enable us to see a snapshot of some meetings. I mean, if you click soundbite here, it will show you a snapshot of what happened during a meeting that had already taken place. And you can highlight it and send that script, the small script of the meeting, to someone else. All this can be downloaded. You can download any of the whatever you want here, or can download. If you want to download either the summary, the transcript in any format, you can download that, or you copy it yourself to send to somebody else. And you are in control. Once you record a meeting, you are completely in control of that meeting. Nobody else has access to that meeting. And the data can be stored wherever you want, and then you have control about it. And except maybe somebody that you decided to share the meeting content with. So it's very, very secure. It passes all the compliance, HIPAA compliance, and other European and American standards for safety and security of data. That is a small shot that I can, just be able to tell you about the use and functionality of Fireflies. I will turn it back to Professor Imafidon. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much for your kind demonstration. That's a real wow for most people that are professionals. They've not seen this type of thing before. From the response, I'm just reading out the responses I got from those on Facebook, GAS, on Facebook, EOS, on Facebook, Owen on Facebook. Is a wow, because we need to have to see how this world can go around. Many people do not know what is happening. That's the reason why they said they hate AI. So the reason why they're afraid AI might take over their job is because they think that it's just going to come in here and not assist them whatsoever. So if AI is taking over your job, it means that it's creating a new job for you, please. So in the truth, AI is not going to take over your job. AI is going to reshape, not replace. So that all the mundane jobs that I had to do as a lecturer, I don't need to do the mundane one now. I only do the strategic ones. So thank you for sharing that with us. And thank you for those that logged in. They're asking questions. How do we take it from here? From now on, you can work directly with Isaac. Isaac forgot to mention that. Directly with Isaac and I very easily. If you were able to log into this session today, you can log into more sessions. We want to know what jobs you're doing now. We want to find out what consumes your time the most. And then we'll come out with how the modules that it didn't have time to complete because of pressure of time, because we're on top of the hour now, will assist you in completing tasks quicker, easier, and cheaper. That's our direct goal. Will assist you in generating income that you never knew existed. Up to now, some of you still have your items recycled. You don't put it on eBay. Some say, what is eBay? Some of you don't know you can be an Amazon reseller, not drop shipping. I'm saying reselling of digital products. So it won't take a lot of your time or effort. And you won't need to physically go and get products posted. The slide you're seeing now is from Cornell University, published in 2014, following the book we wrote. I wrote the chapter 13 on social media and AI for McGraw and Macmillan. It's very funny. As far back as then, there were individuals on this planet that were already using tools that some of you or some of us were told never even existed. So why am I showing you this? In 2014, you didn't know this. But now that you have just heard about it, you must catch up with people that have been using it. Instead of listening to CNN. Well, CNN, was it 2 days ago, going on with the interview we had, myself, Anne-Marie, and Zane on CNN regarding the potentiality of human beings, what you can do, what is the top bar of what you can do. Crazy, crazy. Because people think you're a genius or you need to be a genius. No. Of course you don't need to be a genius. Using the tool makes you a genius, where you can teach the whole of the medical curriculum, 5-year medical curriculum, you compress it to 1 year. You collapse it to 1 year. 5-year mathematics curriculum, collapse it to 1 year. It doesn't matter what curriculum it is. This is part of that conversation we had with Jack Dorsey, the original founder of Twitter. How he used technology then that was available. We'll give you all of that, the entire conversation between Imafidon and Jack Dorsey, the billionaire founder of Twitter, will be given to you at your disposal. If you're able to join with us, because like I said, the 6 weeks is oversubscribed now. The intensive boot camp, where we'll identify what your goals are and then show you how you can use what you already have. Please don't buy a new TV set. Don't buy a new desktop. Don't buy a new phone. Your existing device that made you see us on this occasion is perfectly capable of transforming every single thing you needed to do to be able to get more income. Everyone is very familiar with Alexa. Most people have used Siri before. Some of you have used Cortana, and some of you have used Google Assist. The integration of that now is what? You guessed right. It's Fireflies, Fred. It takes it to a brand new level. What it will take about 5 PhDs from an Ivy League institution, months to do. Literally, Fred collapses it and gets it done in hours. From months to hours, so it's up to you whether you want to spend your time on that. Is able to unify every single conversation you've had within your organization and your department. So it's not something that, oh, I'm very busy. Or if you're very busy, it means you're using slow tools. if you have a busy calendar like this, I mean, some of you have a calendar like this, it means you're using a very, very old tool. Your Google Calendar will be transformed. You have more time with your family. You have more time with your wife and children. It will determine what your priorities are. This is Queen Elizabeth II. When she gave, there's something called state opening of parliament. When she gave her last successive opening of parliament speech, she has to sit down in front of the lawmakers, the senior lawmakers in the House of Law, and read her speech. And after that, they meet and debate the speech in the lower house and in the upper house. Fireflies captured all of that. This is, look at what we're talking about here. Captured all of that and made it available. When you look at acting now, Hollywood, completely redefined by AI. I was sharing it earlier. So if you're in the arts, if you're in the science, it doesn't matter. If you're in journalism or broadcasting, come on. The whole of tennis commentary in the All England club called Wimbledon, which the Americans call the British Open, was all done by AI. You can go right now on your Google and you'll see. So if you want to work with us, let me give you the, yes, okay. All the scholarship, you know, Isaac mentioned about the first class, routinely, the top scholarships worth 120,000 British pounds. Why? Because the tools that these students are using is totally different from the ones that their colleagues are using. The colleagues are using the grandfather tool of pen, paper, and pencil. These ones are using app that gives interactivity, that you will do the question now and it will mark it and tell you where you got wrong, where you went wrong. It's like a live teacher teaching you all the time. As long as you want to learn, it's ready to teach you. It doesn't have a time span. It doesn't have a knowledge band. It doesn't have its limitless knowledge available to you in the subject of your interest, in your preferred way of learning. If you're a video learner, if you're a visual learner, you work with video. If you're an audio learner, it'll give you podcast. If you're a kinesthetic learner, it gives you exercises to do. If you're a blended learner, it gives you a bit of each. So time will fail me to share with you how Israel here got into eating. Look at that. After cleaning scholarship to 25 different top schools to get into. The Oxford Mail published for the Karens, look at it. 7- and 9-year-old wrote the exam that's designed for 16-year-olds using Manga High. Manga High is an AI-powered program that teaches people the most difficult of mathematical concepts. Make it look easy. It's like real fun. So we've got a backlog here. This is how do you launch, if you haven't done any before, an independent profit-making business. Here is the formula. How do you monetize? We'll take you through this using WhatsApp. You don't even need a brand new app. Using existing WhatsApp that you have. Why? Because on your WhatsApp, some of you have noticed this, others have not noticed. On your WhatsApp, there's what is called a status. In the status, you can put up any product you want to sell, or any product that is visible, or any event you want to organize, or anything you want people to know about. And your status will make sure that everyone that follows you or anyone that has ever sent you a message on WhatsApp sees it. And then 24 hours later, it goes down. So we'll show you how to use your profile as well as your status to attract people that are already in your cycle. 1. 2, there's something called Facebook groups. It's so similar to WhatsApp groups. If you're not in any WhatsApp group here, type WhatsApp minus. If you're in any WhatsApp group, please type WhatsApp plus, and I'll show you something. I'm going to give you our WhatsApp number. Let me see if I can stop share. Okay, here, if you're on this call and you register today to work with us on that boot camp, 4-day Friday, all day Saturday, by the time you get up, you are ready to go. You are ready to go. It's an intensive weekend. Intensive. Before you come, we are going to send you all the documentation. We'll put you on a private Facebook group where you put in the questions you have. We'll provide answers in the group. You put in the questions you have, provide answers until every single question you have asked has been answered. And they are looking at how do you use this to generate more income? How do you use Facebook groups? What do you do in market? I have a mentee of mine. He runs a property business. Let me say this slowly. He has a business. He works with landlords and rents out their accommodation to tenants. He doesn't advertise it in any newspaper. He doesn't buy any ads. He's oversubscribed because of the power of Facebook Marketplace. That's what's called Facebook Marketplace. We'll show you how to post items there. You have your own Facebook group based on your niche. Niche means what you love talking about. Football can be your niche. Wedding can be your niche. Events can be your niche. Any niche, your special area of interest. How you join as many groups as possible and then interact with them and listen to what they are discussing and present solutions to their problems. So I'm going to give you the opportunity. People are asking, okay, let me thank you. Let me just share with you the WhatsApp, because if you are on this call, it's +44 79 68 28 58 48. That's it there. Please send us today. If you send us today, the discount holds. If you send us tomorrow, I'm not sure. I think they're leaving for 48 hours. For the whole, is it 24 hours or 48 hours? Please come back to me on that so that I don't misinform anybody. So for the next 24 hours, that's what one I'm sure about. Please indicate your interest. If you don't indicate your interest, it will go, just like what happened before. Some people thought the 6-week thing was going to be there forever. No, it's gone. 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 And this will go out well because people want to know. People want to know how to use this tool to help themselves. They want to know how to use this tool to help their jobs. They want to know how to use this tool to help their families, to help their children. We will hold your hands and show you how you can apply very basic, very, very basic. So it's not that advanced. You don't need a degree in computer science any more than you need a degree in automobile engineering to drive a car. You don't need a degree in automobile engineering to drive a car. So you don't need a degree in computer science, internet engineering to be able to use these simple tools. You already use it. If you can click, you can cash. It's a click economy, not a gig economy. So you don't go and stress yourself and say, oh, I want to go and do this special diploma. You don't need a diploma. Take it from me. You need a diploma to come on this program. How would you need a diploma to come on the other program where everything, literally everything, let me just give you now. Fantastic. This is it. This is it. If you're on YouTube, you'll have seen what I just clicked on now. If you're on Twitter, you'll see what I just clicked on now. But if you're on Instagram or you're on Facebook, I will make sure that I show that with you. Apply it off. Okay, so here is the where you need to get your tickets to get into this. Where will have a deep dive, explain to you step by step how to use ChatGPT better than the people that wrote ChatGPT. Why? Because we have been privileged to go to Kenya. The Gen Z that laid the foundation of ChatGPT, you need to see them. So all we're talking now is advance of ChatGPT, better than the ChatGPT you had last Christmas. Okay, so you click on get tickets. And then when it comes to ticket, you apply. Can you see? You apply the passcode BOOST, boost. And then it will wipe off. You're not going to pay $4,000. You're not going to pay £4,000. No, you're not going to pay £2,000. You're not going to pay £500. You're paying less than £500 for what will teach you how to make $10,000 a month, guaranteed. Guaranteed. That is, if you don't make $10,000 a month, we'll give you the opportunity to listen. If you do everything we told you to do, listen to this. So it changes once you put in BOOST. BOOST, it changes to 496.64, less than £500. And then this will guarantee you a spot in the boot camp. A spot in the boot camp. And today, if you are able to join today, the bonus you are going to get, sorry, the House of Commons bonus is gone. The Westminster bonus is still there for Christmas. As Christmas is coming, the Princess of Wales will normally hold a charity Christmas. We will send you invitation to come to that event. Why? Because the word Christmas, hashtag Christmas, is going to trend. Why? You are going to tell people about what Christmas present you got last year and give them what is called a guide, a Christmas, look at this, gift guide. You're going to give them a gift guide. You're going to give them a gift guide. The best gifts I got last year. Can you see this? It gives you the guide. You're going to tell them, just like newspaper tell people about what gifts to buy for others at Christmas. You're going to tell them. But the difference in your case is that you're only going to sell your affiliate products. That means every single thing, every single time somebody clicks on that link and goes to buy, you get a cut. Some of the commission you're going to get are 20%. Others are 30%. Others are 50%. Others are 70%. We will tell you where to get this product and how to package it in such a way that when people come to your social media page, they'll be so delighted to click on it and buy. You will give them what is called an incentive to buy. Just as we are giving you incentive now and encouraging you that to take action, because if you don't take action, somebody else is going to get it. Everything we are saying now will remain on social media. So if people watch the repeats, they will see it and they will email and they will DM and they will WhatsApp us. And it will be too late for us to say, no, we're still holding it for you. So if you're keen on knowing more about AI so that you can use it to create wealth, listen to me. It's not a technical one. You're not going to learn about, machine learning. You want to know about all the programming languages that go with, no. Python, no. This is for normal, ordinary people that have their profession or have their jobs or have their businesses and want to make their businesses available to bigger people, bigger audience. You want to be able to use the linguistic ability of Fireflies to transcribe your entire product description in Spanola. So that people can come and say, hola, and then do business with you. And they say, hasta luego, in German. So that people can come and deal with you and say, Dankeschön, and then off they go, Auf Wiedersehen. So that people can come into you and say, obrigado. I mean, the language will no longer be a barrier for you to do international transactions. Because right now, some of you are only able to do in your local area. but we are going to move it to global and use the power of Mark Zuckerberg when it comes to Facebook. Use the power of Elon Musk when it comes to X. Use Microsoft, Bill Gates when it comes to LinkedIn. How you can do a post on LinkedIn, not on your page, as a comment on Richard Branson's page, as a comment on Bill Gates' page, and have people that follow Bill Gates buy the products, like what happened during the budget. So I've given you the opportunity to see how you can work. Isaac is going to be back before we leave, and Isaac will give you a QR code. I don't know whether it's got a QR code. Isaac will give you a QR code for those of you that want to sign up to Fireflies, and we will guide you during this course. We will guide you on the best way for you to make money using Fireflies. The most remote language you can ever think of. Firefly understands it. So let me see. I'll run through the rest of the slides so that I can sleep well tonight, that I discuss everything with you. Good. So the AI and social media will accelerate your wealth creation. Will be able to push things that you never knew existed, because right now you are using your LLM as a search mechanism. No, not a search mechanism. For searches, no. For operating everything. AI is my operating system. So you must cash in on it. This is why I define it. This is the true definition of AI. Haven't used AI, this is what I know is the true definition of AI. Is the application of the unique body of knowledge gifted to this generation to accomplish effortlessly, without any effort, what previous generation thought was impossible. So AI really means achieving impossibilities, not just artificial intelligence. No. Whoever told you that artificial intelligence has not used it the way we've used it. So this slide, please burn this into your mind. This is what I was sharing earlier on. You can very easily work with any charity anywhere in the world, or any charitable foundation anywhere in the world, or any charitable project anywhere in the world. Can you see this? It doesn't have to be a charity. You can be a business, for-profit business, and still be able to get, look at it, it's here. Google Grants will tell you what to do, what prompt you can use to be able to fill the form and get $10,000 every single month. There's what the Microsoft has its own, because they're all competitors. Microsoft Ad for Social Impact will walk you through the eligibility. How are you eligible to be able to get the Microsoft Ad Social Impact? Facebook has its own. The Facebook in-stream. Why? And then you are able to donate credits. YouTube has its own, the non-for-profit program for YouTube. LinkedIn has its own non-for-profit. Listen, most of the things I'm saying now are only available exclusively to a group of people. We are pulling you in. Then Amazon Ad Grants, how you can partner with an author, and the author will come to your establishment and you will help you to sell books on Amazon, and then you will get grants. Your organization will get grants. Because all these tech companies, these 6 tech companies I've listed for you now, listen, there are 6 of them. Google, Microsoft, 3, Facebook, 4, YouTube, 5, LinkedIn, 6, Amazon. All 6 of them are giving out money now as part of this festive season. It's a season of giving. So we have students that make $25,000 every month. We have others that make up to $40,000 every single month, applying only what is on this slide, not what I shared with you before. Not what I shared with you. Only on this line. Why? Because they're using AI to complete the forms. It skyrockets their chances of success because AI knows what Google wants. True. AI knows what Google wants. And yeah, thank you, Isaac. Isaac has shared the link. Isaac has shared the link on Fireflies that can give you access, free access to Fireflies. But if you're with us on the bootcamp, we're going to make sure that none of this, you don't miss any of this. So, do you want to sit down and just enjoy what every other person enriches themselves? You can enjoy or you can enrich. We'll put it there. We'll put this slide here. Somebody's sitting down, getting stuck, and just scrolling through, scrolling through, and scrolling through, and scrolling through. Thanks, Isaac. I just got your message. And then AI isn't a code. Please don't tell me it's a code. It's your silent partner in wealth creation. It turns your posts, everyday posts, into profit pipelines, predicting what your audience wants to buy. AI knows what is going to sell on the 20th of December. Because we knew from 4 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, what was going to sell this weekend. So it's your first genius hack. Use it to make sure you get unforgettable. So don't just let the Macrons of this world use it and the big people use it. You can use it. So if you have any questions, let me take some questions. Who has any questions? You can type it in the chat box. If you have any question, you can type it in the comment section. Who has any question? Who has any question? While we're waiting for questions. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Isaac. Okay, so Isaac is putting in the chat box. Now, who has any question? While we're waiting for any question, I need to get AI to tell us now, to summarize what we've been discussing in the last segment. Okay. And I want the AI to tell us in Portuguese, in Spanish. Hey, Fireflies, please summarize all we've discussed in the second segment of today's online session in Spanish. Thank you.
En el segundo segmento de la sesión, se habló sobre cómo la inteligencia artificial y las redes sociales pueden ayudarte a generar ingresos, automatizar tareas y superar barreras lingüísticas. Se mostraron ejemplos prácticos de uso de Fireflies para transcribir, resumir y analizar reuniones, facilitando la productividad y la colaboración global.
Wow, mucho gracias. Mucho gracias. Thank you very much, Fireflies, for giving us the summary in text as well as in audio. Yeah, okay, I'm just taking, yeah. If somebody's asking about the link, I will share the link again. Let me share the link in the box, in the chat box. Those of you that want the link and you are on Instagram, I need you to type the word link, L-I-N-K. If you are on Facebook, I need you to type the word L-I-N-K in the comment section. If you're on YouTube, I need you to type the word L-I-N-K so that we can share the link with you. And please take action. If you don't take action, this bot will be filled very quickly because we are putting it across all the social media. If we were just using one media, say, okay, maybe some people will like it, others won't like it. So if you want to make sure that you enjoy this and you don't allow this wave to escape your attention, so that people that are less able use this tool to make themselves look very big and good, please. So yes, thank you. Somebody's asking me for the link. I'm going to share the link with you. Here's the link, and I will give you the promo code that will give you the discount because I don't want you to pay the going price. And like I said, if you enroll now, you are going to get free bonuses worth, you guessed it, worth $10,000. And the worth in the open market is $10,000, $9,945, approximately $10,000. So I put the link there. That is the Eventbrite link, and I will share the link as well. And what you type before you pay is BOOST, boost. BOOSK is what you type. If you type that, you are able to get the free bonus, the free invitation to the Royal Christmas event. You will get the whole private Facebook group membership. In this Facebook group, we don't discuss the weather. In this Facebook group, we discuss how you can earn more money using either Facebook or Facebook and LinkedIn, or LinkedIn and Twitter, or what they now call X, or Instagram. How you can use social media as an economic tool, not as an entertainment toy. Yes, thank you. The boost, BOOST, is the promo code you put on this. Let me share this again. You put on this Eventbrite page. Because if you go next week, Eventbrite is going to ask you to pay £1,997. Corporate people have paid more than that. And when you come on this, in this boot camp, people sitting next to you like this on Zoom would have paid that. But because you are on this call today, because we need you to take action immediately, please, I've already told you, please go there now, not tomorrow. If you do it tomorrow and they say the promo code is stop working, don't call me. And we put in the WhatsApp, we'll put you on a WhatsApp group where you can ask questions about how you, based on your background, based on if you like football, great. You sell football memorabilia all day. If you like rugby, good. If you're a mother, fantastic. If you're a father, great. No matter who you are, no matter what they say you are, we'll show you how to do that. And then those of you that sign in today, we're going to send this link to you. www.rct.uk/summer-jobs. How you can get a job working directly, you guessed it, with the King, His Majesty Queen, His Majesty King Charles III. You walk inside Buckingham Palace. I mean, most of you come to Buckingham Palace taking photographs outside, but you walk inside Buckingham Palace. You walk inside Buckingham Palace. We'll give you the opportunity to do that for your youths, so that they put it on their CV. And we'll show you what you need to do to be able to do what is called the Duke of Edinburgh Award. That means the previous Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II, the husband was the Duke of Edinburgh, and they set up a youth program. We'll give you full details of that for free, but it has impact on your university application. We'll give you templates that you just follow step-by-step templates for free. Today's class has been transcribed. If you sign up on the program, we'll give the entire transcription to you for free. Let me say it slowly. Right from the minute I opened my mouth up till now, the whole thing has been recorded and transcribed. Let me put into notes. So you didn't need to take any notes. If you forgot to take notes, fine. If you took notes but you missed out something, still okay. And then we'll also give you a link to the YouTube of today's conversation. You go and watch it in the comfort of your house without any interruption for free if you sign up today. But if you don't sign up and you are not ready for it, I think there is a $2.99, less than $3. Yes, less than $3. Let me see this. $2.99 full price. If all you just want is just the transcript, yes, they're saying here you make a donation of $2.99, less than $3, to charity, and you get it 100% free. Well, if you just want, all you want is the transcript, we'll give it to you for free. What you need to do is show us that you've made a donation to a charity worth $3. And here is it. So you go on the Eventbrite page and then you click on 100% to charity. Is here, and it's a $2.99, and that's it. That's it, folks. Who has any other question? If you have a difficult question, let's hear you. If you have a difficult question, let's hear. If not, I want to thank you for your attention. Yeah, it's a marathon, was a marathon session. I hope you learned some things. I hope you change your views from thinking that this thing here that they told you is a mobile phone is a real mobile phone. This is your biggest tool now for economic empowerment. So here is it. Here is it. That's it. That is the best tool you can have in a generation. That thing called WhatsApp is the most opened. Yes, 98% of messages sent to WhatsApp is opened. Email, less than 20%. So if you're on WhatsApp and you're not using WhatsApp wisely to be able to generate interest and get things going, then you don't understand what life is all about. So I need you to go and get that thing now. If you don't have the link, it's because you are not on the special Zoom link. I need to send you the link so that you can take the necessary action now. And I want to thank you for waiting this long. I want to say au revoir to our French speaking partners that joined from Toulouse and from Quebec. I want to say à bientôt, bientôt, au revoir. Au revoir. I want to say adios, hasta luego, to our Spanish friends that joined us from Spain. I want to say obrigado to our Portuguese friends and partners that joined us from Portugal and Brazil and aspects of South Americana, Latin America, South America. Well, thank all of you. It's been a great company. Isaac has given me the link. I will share the link with you to have free, limited capability access to Fireflies. And those of you that sign up this glossy royal calendar for 2026, we will make sure that you have one. It's not we giving it really, it's the Daily Mail. Daily Mail, we're partnership with the Daily Mail. We got this for you. Is the royal calendar for 2026. Royal calendar. How do you get your free royal calendar? They will give you the link. And then those of you that have interest in technology, we will show you where you get a lot of books for free, books and resources for free. Give me the link. So we'll give you some things to entertain you. We'll give you some things to show you that life can even be more entertaining. That's it. You get this for free. You get this for free. You get this for free. All you need to do is go to the Eventbrite page and take some action, and then we'll make sure that you're blessing during this special Thanksgiving weekend, the greatest weekend or the longest weekend in the calendar. because the holiday starts on, no holiday, celebration starts. So now you are going to never fear again. Anytime there's a celebration coming, you mustn't be afraid. It's opportunity for you to sell. SELLING, celebration, because you now have what is called the power of partnership with Amazon, power of partnership with Harrods. You're just one click away from being able to sell Harrods products and get blessed with a commission without opening a shop. Like my grandparents and great-grandparents, they would have had to go physically to Harrods, buy the product, put it in their shop, and put a mock-up on it, and then sell it. But no, with the affiliate link, they click on it, and Harrods will give you credit. They pay, and Harrods will give you commission. Let me say this slowly. They click on it, and Amazon will give you credit. Amazon is very happy that you're bringing people to their website. And for 30 days, if that person buys anything and puts it in the checkout trolley, you get paid a commission. We'll show you how to do all of this because we've been doing it for quite some time. The Excellence in Education in partnership with Amazon promoted some books in 2018. So people have been using Amazon. The beauty of this is that it's now turboed by AI, powered by AI. Thank you. Yeah, the link. Type link now. Please go to your comment section if you are on Facebook Live and type LINK so that we can send you the link. Those of you on Instagram, LINK so that we can send you the link. Those of you on YouTube, LINK so that we can send you the link. And those of you here on, yeah, thank you. For those of you here on, yeah, it's already there. Thank you. The link is already shared to those of you on the chat. So thank you for coming today. I hope you gained something new. I hope you got some more clarification. I got more slides to go through, but the time is gone. I got more slides to go through. But if you sign up, we're going to make sure that you get all the slides. There's so many things to go through now. Yes, about the climate change and sustainability. Wow. Sustainability, will have loved to share that with you. And anyway, make sure you book in. Do yourself a favor and make sure you book in. If you book in, we'll be able to show you a lot more than what you are saying. How 92% of all customers, their interaction really starts from phone. That's Salesforce. Why 72? Yeah, 72? Anyway, over 70% of Fortune 100, the biggest companies in the US now, they are using Fireflies. Yeah, you know your Fireflies. So the big boys know about this. They do. They have to, because they're interested in efficiency gain. So thank you for your patience. Thank you for your company. And I hope I can see and hear from you sometime in the future. But if you want to take it further and seriously with it, please do not forget right now to type LINK and we will send you the link with joy and gladness. Please. Quick, and quick. Be off your marks. Thank you. As we close now, we want to count down. Want to count down from 7. Or hey, Fireflies. Would you like to say this in English? The summary of what anyone that needs to work with us further should do. Thank you.
If you want to work with us further, you should sign up for the bootcamp or join the Facebook and WhatsApp groups. Use the provided links and promo code and take action now to access resources, training, and support for using AI and social media to boost your income.
That's it, folks. We can't say more. We can't do more. You've seen it all. I want to thank you for your time. Enjoy the rest of this Thanksgiving weekend. May you have cause to rejoice and always give thanks. Thank you for all the transcription fireflies. Thank you, Isaac, for coming. And if you are on this call, make sure that wherever you got the link from, contact the person if you have any query. If not, go on +44 7968 28 5848 and send us a WhatsApp message, and somebody will be at the other end to help and assist in any way possible. So I want to say thank you for coming. We're going to count down 7 now. Let's start. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Enjoy the rest of today, and may your days be eventful